Four Quebec men arrested for allegedly plotting to form an anti-government militia and seize land have briefly appeared in court.
Well, we're actually preparing. We're taking actions that led us to believe that they wanted to actually achieve something and wanted to commit this violent terrorist acts.
Matthew Forbes faces charges related to possession of firearms. Marc Aurel Chabot, Simon Angers-Audet, and Raphael Lagasse are all facing charges relating to facilitating terrorist activity. The military confirms Forbes and Chabot are active members of the Canadian Armed Forces. Police say one of the accused created an Instagram account used for recruiting. CTV's Scott Hurst is following the story. He joins us now with more. So, Scott, tell us about the timeline that led to RCMP making these arrests public yesterday.
Marcia, first the timeline moving forward. And so you mentioned that they made that brief court appearance in Quebec City yesterday. All of them will remain in custody until their next court date, which is set for July 14th. Here's a look at the four men accused. Three have been charged with facilitating terrorist activity, accused of plotting to create an anti-government militia. The fourth with firearms offenses. Now, this investigation started back in March 2023, according to the RCMP. So this has been ongoing for more than 2 years. The suspects, as you mentioned, two of them, active members of the Canadian Armed Forces. And the alleged plan was to forcibly take possession of land in the Quebec City area. Now, searches conducted in January 2024 in the Quebec City area provided another big break in the case for Mounties, seizing a significant cache of firearms and military equipment, including 16 explosive devices, dozens of firearms and accessories, approximately 11,000 rounds of ammunition, according to RCMP, of various calibers, nearly 130 magazines, 4 pair of night vision goggles, and other military equipment. Now, following the seizures, that allowed the RCMP to get more information that led to the arrests. Mounties are calling it a big win to have these charges laid. Here's more from the RCMP.
Ideologically motivated violent extremism is something that worries the RCMP across the country. It's something that is hard to investigate, but that really needs to be dealt with. So having this investigation after a little over 2 years, going to arrests and charges being laid is something we're very proud and happy about.
And here's a comment from Canada's Public Safety Minister, Gary Anandasangari. He says, "I want to thank INSET, that is the Integrated National Security Enforcement Team, for its decisive action in this case. These are serious charges. They show that Canada is not immune to acts of ideologically motivated violent extremism. Our national security and law enforcement agencies are working every day to ensure we are safe." Marcia.
CTV, Scott spoke to a friend of one of the accused. Did he give any insight?
Yeah, here's the interesting thing where CTV News spoke to a friend of Raphael Lagasse's, and he says he's shocked to find out that his friend, the 25-year-old, is accused of trying to form an anti-government militia. He went on to say his friend of 12-plus years really is actually very pro-government and pro-monarchy, so quite contrary to what he's being accused of. While such militia activity, extremism, has been rare in Canada, it is growing in this country, including in the military, particularly an anti-government sentiment since the COVID-19 lockdown. And this has been pointed out in a 2022 report that was warning hate crimes, extremist behaviors, and affiliations to white supremacy groups are growing at an alarming rate in both Canada and its defense team. Marcia.
Scott Hurst for us. Scott, thank you.